Welcome back to the shop, you guys. This week we are peaking and tweaking our bamboo back and belly Duoflex bow. We have added some strike plates at the arrow pass. They're horn, steer horn strike plates, and they went in really pretty nicely. And from there, we are thinning tips, we are peaking, we're tweaking, we're making sure that the tiller is just right on this bow. So hang around, we will bring her home. Took this evening to put some tip overlays on our bow here, and you can see that they're actually rough cut from the edge of the board that they came from, and smoothed off one edge, glued it down, went ahead and pre-did the transition there into the limb, or into the back side of the bow. Got to finish fashioning them out, thin out the tips for final dimensions. But this bow is really kind of coming to a finished state at this point. The grip is going to require an actual, like a leather wrap or some sort of wrap to help install something of a shelf on here, so that we can index that arrow on a consistent basis when we're shooting. And it is ambidextrous. As you can see, I've got a pretty similar type bulb on both sides, and really focusing on filling in the palm swell of the hand and letting the thumb fall where it may on the opposing side. So it feels just as good in the right hand as it would in the left. So whether you're a right-handed or left-handed archer, this bow will should feel pretty comfortable to shoot. You guys, shooting just over 300 grain arrows. I got blunt tips on there. Again, the bow's 30 pounds at 28. I'm just shooting it at a hay bale here. Seems to shoot really pretty well. And again, I'm using a thumb release. I hope that you guys can see this. Kind of looks to me like the shadows are just about right. This is kind of a new thing for me. Putting that sort of string groove in where the string contacts the limb at rest, right? When it's just braced and the string is sitting on either a recurve or a pretty extreme reflex, as is the case with this bow. And it just kind of helps to keep it tracking straight on those limbs. Now, the way I sorted out where to put them, of course, was to get everything lined up and shoot it. This is still a little bit of the peaking and tweaking process at play here. But as I'm shooting in and getting the string, you know, all aligned and kind of leaving it at rest once I'm done with the shooting that I'm doing, you know, the break-in that I'm doing at the time, and I trace the string as it sits on the limb, right? I just kind of trace it with a pencil and then come back and put in that groove. So that is how I determine where to put it, and then of course kind of shape out the tip a little bit from there. So I have also kind of completed the, I don't know what I've completed necessarily, but I've been working on the tip overlays as well. So coming very close to finished product here before we go about putting a finish, like an actual finish of tung oil on there, and a grip and an arrow rest, and etc. seems to shoot really pretty well, some lightweight arrows. So I'm pleased with it as it is right now. Gonna go ahead and at this point seal up the limbs. Well, first we got to sand it off, so we'll sand everything down, get everything real nice and clean. I'm not going to put a grip on this because the handle itself is actually pretty sizable in my hand, and a grip is only going to make it too bulky. So we're going to come up with some strike plate plans here and then finish her out. Okay, before we get on about sanding everything down, went ahead and added some strike plates from some cow horn here, so that we know where we're indexing the arrow when we're shooting, since we're not going to have any kind of a leather grip or shelf on this bow. It's pretty much down, sanded smooth, you know, and ready to roll. So now we're going to go ahead and just sand down all the parts here and get a finish on it. Make a dedicated string, and we will see where she goes from here. I mean, the shot very well. I'm real excited to see the finished product here. So all right, so there she is. Quite literally, that was my second shot here, just trying to take this particular shot. Finished up, 30 pounds, 28 inches. Got 10 strand Dynaflight string on there. A little extra wrap right here at the knocking point that matches up with my strike plates here, the horn strike plates that I put in. This is, you know, it's a speedy little bow for a 30 pounder. Matched with the right arrows, really does a phenomenal job. So there she is, all finished up. Thanks for hanging out with me this week, you guys. We'll get started on another one here real soon, so I will see you next time.